yours truly, Beachcomber. I dig projects that don't require conflict, you know. And if you...
Welcome back to Igear Duneraker. This is Mike, and I'm coming at you with my first masterpiece Transformers third-party custom video. Now, this came out of necessity in a way because I ended up getting two of the Igears for real cheap, and I wanted to make a Beachcomber that looked closer to the cartoon accuracy. And now that I'm looking at it in the end, I feel like it's kind of closer to the G1 toy accuracy in the colors. But I got to have something on my shelf that represents well. And Igear was one of the first companies that started getting close to G1. And with this one, this is the Duneraker. Now, Duneraker was actually probably the best thing on the market when it came out. It really was. And I really did not care about the mini bots at the time. I'm putting together some mini bots, and I'm getting really close to finishing out and rounding out what I'll be happy with a pretty much complete set of mini bots. And if you wait till the end, I'll tell you the actual figure that I would rather have in place of Duneraker. But anyway, moving on to my custom. So Duneraker originally came with this teal color scheme, which I do not like. And it does not match the cartoon aesthetic. It doesn't match the Transformer aesthetic, the G1. But this is stock, except for the two Autobot stickers that the guy I bought this from. Now, granted, all of my, let's say almost all of my mini bots have come from secondary sellers. My whole problem with mini bots will be exposed in my mini bot video. But I'm on the kick now, and I'm going after them. Here's my custom version. Now, I did have some trouble getting those eyes, the eyes just right. But I really think that the color scheme looks better. And it's more, if you look at the G1, it's right next to it. So the G1's right next to that guy. And the color scheme's pretty close to the G1 toy. You also have the Titans Returns version, which is a little lighter than either one of them. But still, I mean, I think Titan Returns meets the cartoon animation better than anything out there, color-wise. But still, the Duneraker itself looks pretty good now that I have customized it. So let me get on to showing you kind of what I did when I customized it. Okay, so I painted the gray parts a lighter gray and the blue parts a darker blue. Now, I got this particular Igear Duneraker for $23 from eBay, and I got another one for about $30, mint in the box, but the guy had put the stickers on it. And so I kind of looked at both of them and said, well, which one would I want to customize? So obviously the one I got off eBay that had no stickers on it, and they looked fine. This was a great opportunity for me because I've never customized a figure before. This is a very simplistic transformation. And on top of it, I had two. So that when I put it back together, I had a couple of small questions. And the original figure there answered those questions for me. So the next thing I want to talk about is one unintended side effect, I guess you could say, of customizing this figure. So I took it completely apart, completely disassembled it into its basic components, arms, legs, halves here and there. Both of the bottom legs come apart. The gray piece right here comes off, and then it just really works out well. And I wanted to make sure that the back was painted too, so that if you look at the back, it's not going to look, you won't see this sloppy teal. But you notice how this guy, the teal one, the original one, falls over. This guy is super stable. Now that's because when I took it apart and painted it, there's a thin coat of paint over the entire figure. And so that means all the slots that slot into each other are a little bit tighter. And so now my customized version will hold a pose way better than the first one, and it's hard to turn some of the parts on it. But on the flip side, that means it's going to be hard for it to lose its pose. And that was an unintended consequence. So the second unintended consequence is the really bright, shiny sheen that came to this. I was just thinking about changing the color, but I hear a lot of these Transformer reviewers complain about third-party companies not putting paint on their figures, or of course, Takara, notorious for what 12% of the figure has paint on it, and now I see why they complain so much, because the paint really gives it a sheen, makes it look like an actual robot, metal. I mean, obviously the thing is 100% plastic. I would like it to be at least 25% die cast. And of course, all die cast gets painted. So in this case here, they're going to mold it in a certain color and just go with it, which was the wrong color. Well, this guy's painted the way I want him, a little darker than the other ones. But that was a paint that I had at the time, and I didn't spend any extra money on paint or anything, and I already had the sticker and whatever. So I'm pretty proud of this guy. So this is Beachcomber. Now I promised you that if you stuck around with me till the end, I would give you my recommendation on the best masterpiece mini bot of this guy right here, and it's the X Transbots Arcos. Now I haven't got my hands on one of these yet. I've seen a few sellers and they want too much. The thing came out at $73, and I think I could do better than that. I've seen them go for as low as $50, and that's kind of my goal. And the whole idea to customize the Duneraker, which is an inferior version of Beachcomber, is because I saw a YouTube seller, or not YouTube, eBay seller, was selling one of these for double what I could get one for, and then for free I could just customize my own. I was like, let's take a stab at that. Now, I don't think I got the blue just right. I think I got the gray just right, because I have a lot of grays for Star Wars stuff that I customize. But all in all, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm pretty happy. It'll fill the hole in my shelf for 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, till I get one of these for the price I want. Anyway, thanks for watching, and Tigerium Hanger out.